Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for this weird disconnection that's happening today. Second one. Oh my god. Third one is a charm. Thankfully, I am not disconnecting over sand or anything while moving a ton of resources. Oh, I'm not scared. I am officially scared. There's something wrong with my ISP from the way I see things. They have not sent any notifications, but connection drops for like 5 minutes. I don't lose connection. I was talking to you while I was disconnected, but OBS didn't send data. I don't have any clue what's going on. Maybe I am getting attacked or DDoSed. What battle eye? Come on, let me in. We were targeted by Funcom for talking too much, I guess. Silenced, censored, cancelled. Kidding, of course. Thank you. Oh boy, I am so relieved that I don't get disconnected like this over sand. Can you imagine all the material I'm transporting drop on the sand and worm eats them all? Oh my god. This is the second time this is happening today. And both time I was in the base. Yeah, I'm sure. When I come back, I will see fireworks over the deep desert. Worm party. Music and dancing. Worms are so happy they finally ate me. They have been trying for 2 weeks. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's the OBS stopped transmitting. It's something wrong. I mean, I have access and I don't have access at the same time. While I was disconnected, I could type in the chat. So the chat fixing, right? It's a very weird issue. Don't know if ISP is updating itself or something. Oh my god, look at this. Roller. Holy mother of god. Well, downstairs is done, right? Yep. One last look. I will give all my residue for free for you. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, there's something up there. Is this Stravidium fiber? Nope. Stravidia. What's our power usage? 2100. Son of a. Did I say you do that? It's a new weird thing when you are close to another object and press delete. See this? It highlights the one that is closer. If I press this, it's gonna delete this. Come on. Gone through 750-ish spiced infused filled fuel cell. That ain't good. Okay, that's that. Duraluminia. Duraluminia. I can't switch between modes sometimes. That's a new bug too. Two. I can get rid of one more. There we go. Let's maximize the weight versus item. These are small item. What's in that? Oh yeah, metric ton of residue. How much left from this refinery? 45 minutes. Oops. Buggy. There's another large there. Hmm. Damn it. Yeah. 2 hours, 8 minutes. Well, we are gonna transfer them to the entry point and then decide what to do with them. Okay, the crawler is full. Let's do a final load. Boom. Wait. One, you go away. So right now the heaviest item is still this. Buggy still has room 5. Which I believe. Here we go. We are basically done. There's just 1 refinery and 2 generator. No, can't. That is called harnessed carrier. Whatever is like attached like that, they call it harnessed, which is coming. They are actually going to release that in the next update earlier than chapter 3, which can be tomorrow, which can be a week from now, which can be a year from now. I don't know, but they said that is coming soon. The ability to travel with the harnessed carrier between servers. And then they are going to release the specialized cargo container for the carrier, which I believe it is gonna be the same as a large storage container. We have medium right now. And the large, I think the large is gonna be able to hold exactly the same amount as a Chom Exchange. This is medium, and it has 100 slot, 3500 volume. Large is gonna have 500 slot and 30,000 volume, if they are gonna stop with the large. So I'm thinking they're making large container shaped thing for the carrier, and then they're gonna release the large storages as well. It is in the game. The large storage is already in the game. You can see it in the crash shipwrecks. You can see in some of the shipwrecks those larger than medium storages on top of each other, like stacked weirdly. It is bigger than, it's like 1.5 medium storage, the size. So I am speculating they're gonna make that, if they are gonna stop with the large, because we have large blood bag and we have massive blood bag, which is like Mark 5 liter gen and Mark 6 liter gen. So if they don't stop with the large, that's different. But if they're gonna stop with the large for storages, then I'm thinking like they're gonna make it exactly the same storage of bank. Because, you know, if you think about it, bank is like we have one safe in that Chrome bank. It's one large storage as a safe, and we are loading that.
I turn my attention to shift supervisor Lena Orlov. Several things hinted at a closer
And a carrier is able to like lift one large storage, 30,000. We are already lifting 11,000 with the upgraded container. Not that Funcom is going after immersion, but still. But yeah, next update, whenever it's gonna be, we're gonna be able just to take this crawler up and move to the exit. And then move to the Aga Basin with this. No stopping, no unload, load.
I'm glad we had these moments together, Lena.
Me too, Jarek. I don't think I could
And when that happens, I'm gonna use the buggy, because buggy has 5 more slots than the crawler. I don't understand what this obsession Funcom has with limitation on the slots. What the hell? Just give us a ton of them. What's the big deal?
Shut up about that. I should have just transferred her to another rotation.
Tell me about you and Thorn.
Alright, we were involved, but we were happy. I had no reason to harm him.
Well, I think solo players suffered enough. This is what I do every single week, at the start and once at the begin, at the end. So 2 days after 5 day goes to moving in, moving out.
She's just trying to stir up trouble.
Tell me about Jeb.
Not about him.
His alibi is
Yeah, you can go to
as is his
past
assertion
streams.
that he received Thorn's secret messages, but had no
I have played 1,300 hours already.
code them.
He had the capacity, if he wanted to. We both had the same signals training.
Does that mean you could decode the message too?
Yes, I could.
Then tell me, what did the secret messages say?
Stay tuned for our next exciting episode, where secrets unravel and the truth comes to
Sector
light
weather
on
alert. A large sandstorm is
Death
approaching.
on the Titan.
Mm-hmm. 2 hours marked. Well, that base you saw with everything inside built takes only 2 crawlers. 2. I bring everything with twice with this, and I can rebuild it. The part that slows everything down is the fact that I have to offload here and then put them into the assault ornithopter and take them to Haga. And you know, the deep desert stuff are super heavy. Spice, melange, plastinium. The assault ornithopter can only transport 4 stack of plastinium. That's it. difficult means doesn't mean impossible. We simply must go back and forth into Haka harder. I feel like that's middle finger Funcom sends us with that message. Difficult doesn't mean impossible. My record is exiting deep desert at -3 seconds. That was a very scary moment. I exit deep desert when the countdown was gone and it was at -3 seconds. 3 seconds past this restart. But recently they have changed the ending. I think I am probably one of the like total 10 players who have experienced it. The deep desert becomes a really scary place at the last 10 minutes of the Coriolis. Yeah, I was out. Recently, for the past 4 weeks, they have changed the ending. Mm-mm. No, no. The visual is something different. I'm not talking about the visual. I'm talking about the deep desert itself. One moment. In the last 10 minutes of Deep Desert, the game changes. Specifically at the last 3 minutes, the game is screaming, leave the Deep Desert. And since I was like done it multiple times, even after the timer was out, I thought, what's the worst that can happen? Until they changed it, and it caught me off guard, and I was panicking like crazy. At the last 60 seconds, your movement becomes extremely slow. You can't move. You cannot move. You cannot like go forward. It was so bad, I couldn't move toward my ornithopter to leave at that entry point where I was, to take off and rocket toward the exit. I used sugar wire to get out. I couldn't move. It was like 1/10 of a walking speed. And then On top of that, the screen starts to get darker and darker and darker. Your vision becomes black until you see nothing. Oh my god, I exited that barely. I was like changing diapers. It was a terrifying moment. And then they made another change. Recently, actually. It used to be after the after the timer for restarts over, you still have up to 5 seconds. And these are like extreme situation I'm talking about. Nobody would be in these situations. Nobody crazy enough to still be in deep desert and moving at the last second to actually see the timer hitting 0. But I have seen it every single week, and I honest God, I'm not trying to be like that. It's just the way it ends. Now, in the past 3 weeks, whether it's an update restart or the daily restart, the moment the timer reaches 0, game instantly disconnects. Like someone pulls the plug from Funcom's headquarters. It has made it super scary. Honestly, the last time that happened, it took everybody who was watching by surprise. It killed the game like at 6 seconds remaining to that 0. So now I'm not taking any chances. I am leaving before that freaking thing hitting 0. I guess they saw me pull enough stunt like that, and then they made it like that. But really, Coriolis at the last 10 seconds becomes oh my god, oh my god, oh my god moment. I wanted to try it again, but I am kinda scared because the server gets shut down faster than that 0. Unless I have something useless, naked and with a Mark 1. I don't know. Maybe nothing, I just die. Or a Mark 3, no, it starts with Mark 4. Mark 4 Ornithopter. Just to test it.
We join. Lord Havoc, sir, we've confirmed it. The last non-cell use some time.
Yeah, you should try it.
Excellent work. Your skills have proven invaluable. And sure the equipment is ready. My lord, everything is prepared.
Like I said, no one is crazy enough to remain up to that moment. I am not trying to stay up to that moment. My moving gets me to that point. And I'm not messing around. I'm constantly going back and forth.
Note the muscular body, the striking stripes, and the 3 pairs of kaleidoscopic eyes, sharp and alert, ever watchful for prey. This is truly
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
creations.
I'm kinda scared to try it. It feels like it resets your character.
Fast loyalists.
But it's a good test to do.
Subject of study.
Let's see how far we can stretch it. If I reach that point, I actually would try it.
Now be subdued as a testament to Harkonnen dominance. Excellent shot. The beast is down. Secure it before it awakens.
The way we are going, we are gonna hit that last moment.
Majesty of the city
Restart 1 hour 49 minutes.
by our superior skills. Its journey ends here as we demonstrate our power over nature. Death by the lethal Zenobia injection is a slow
I give credit to
agonizing
dev team.
process.
They are constantly working on the game and they are adding subtle changes.
Deter any other creature's
But
life
since
feed
the
before
important
we
stuff are
invade the
not in the game,
remains,
people don't
ever
care.
challenging our superiority again. The substance was spread through its veins, causing immense pain and complete paralysis, while perfectly retaining the creature's consciousness up until the very moment of death. A fitting end for such a fierce opponent.
Jesus. That momentum was stronger than I thought.
This, my devoted followers, is the true might of House Harkonnen. No creature, no matter how rare or powerful, can withstand our will. And now, for the final touch. This creature's marvelously iridescent eyes, extraordinarily rare and valuable, can be preserved as trophies if they are carefully extracted from a still living specimen. Oh, at last. The many
No,
colored
no, no,
eyes of
no, no,
Zeus
no, no.
Tanya,
We need that
a
buggy.
reminder
Damn
of
it.
Lord Havoc's, of Harkonnen's superiority
It has
and the power
35
we
slots.
wield. Remember this day, for it marks another victory in our relentless pursuit of dominance throughout our magnificent galaxy. Until next time, my loyal listeners, this is your host, Lord Havoc of the Obsidian Plane, signing off.
Stay tuned to the Harkonnen Network.
Those are not
Loyalty,
bugs.
strength, and victory are
Those are server
celebrated.
desyncs.
Strength through loyalty.
Your client and host desync causes that to happen.
Magnificent galaxy ran a bit longer than scheduled. I've always believed
That actually falls
one
under
is
the
soul of efficiency,
server team,
but perhaps the wonders of our universe are worth the
which is the
extra
same
time.
with when there's spice and you don't see it,
Let's get back on
or
track
you see
with
spice but there's nothing.
the music.
Visual bug. Those are visual bugs. That actually is a server desync. The data sent by server is not matching the data client has, and causes those visual bugs to appear. But so many people are angry with developers. They blame everything on Funcom. They get constipated, they blame Funcom. They feel hungry, they blame Funcom. God damn you, Funcom. There is no food in my refrigerator. Fix this goddamn game. But seriously, that Steam achievement stats, that shut down so many PvP talkers. They were thinking they are the majority, and I showed them, oh no, 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 you are the fringe, baby.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the Harkonnen Family Games. We return now to the deadly labyrinth on Deity Prime.
I don't know. Well, that's still hard to blame anyone, because I think, I don't know how many thousands of servers are online right now, and they all are kinda in sync.
For the latest update.
That's actually an achievement.
I'm Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth, and with me is renowned biologist Vera Kutila. Let's do a quick
There is no actual data on this, but the estimation puts the monthly maintenance fee of the servers alone between $15,000 to $40,000 every 30 days. Right now, Funcom is paying somewhere around $40,000 a month just to keep the servers online, and they haven't shut them down yet, even though they are empty, most of them. Can you imagine $40,000 a month? I think Deep Desert is 50 kilometers by 50 kilometers in size. And can hold up to 300 players, which can be increased. Ah, about that, that's a ping spike. I experience it too a lot, especially when you enter the populated area when there are a lot of player bases. Most notably in the aluminum zone. That is not because of the server. Well, actually, that's not because that is not ping related. I think the bandwidth allocated to the server is the issue. The amount of the data transferred between client and the host is in, I don't know, terabyte or something like that. And that data transfer is so big, it actually increases the ping time, which causes the lag in the game. Your frame rate drops to like 10-ish. That's actually a one-time sync, so the client and the host data would match. And during that time, I don't know, probably 100 gigabyte of data is being sent to the host, the main host, and the server you are in, the seat you are in. Which the seat you are in is like 10 servers. Did you know that? Every siege is not just one server, it's like at least 10 servers. You would notice it when you travel in your siege in the Haga Basin. You will see the server icon on top of the screen near the compass. That is actually an indication that you have switched servers. Yeah, when you actually go technical on this game, it is a feat of engineering. And all that, and you travel between servers with nothing. Seamless transfer between servers.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen channel for live updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Gady Prime. The stakes are higher than ever, and the fierce competition continues in the Man Trap.
That is why Funcom is not sharing the deep desert with private servers. You can create your own private Haga Basin, but deep desert is exclusive to Funcom. I think they have developed the technology for server machine and they don't want people to have it. I think they want to sell it. That's because of my internet is bad. Like stream gets disconnected and all that. My connection is not stable. Mm-hmm.
The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
You are listening to the Dune Network. We see all. And now your host, Darko Draganov.
Hello, Arrakis! Welcome to the broadcasting arm of the Dune Watch Network, where you are the Baron's eyes. House Harkonnen has 1,000 eyes. Remember, dangers from within are even more treacherous than dangers from without. It is your vigilant eyes and your truth-speaking mouth.
If your connection is stable, it doesn't matter if you're playing on Wi-Fi or
Let's dive right into Whispers
cable. It's the same.
Whispers and rumors.
In an alarming trend, reports of meticulous arrangements of animal bones and body parts continue to grow. Witnesses too numerous.
Well, in Dune, that's ping notification is not really accurate. It is not indicator of your connection all the time. It's sometimes indicator of server is not stable.
Messages we've received are not convinced. The prevailing theory is that these ritual
In the beginning, if you noticed, there was a lot of that happening. You would see that ping time notification all the time. That's because people were duplicating or speed hacking. When someone is cheating in the game, that actually reduces the server performance.
and corrupting our children. Stay vigilant and never suffer a Fremen to live. And now it's time for you, the loyal citizens of House Harkonnen, to seek your truth in a little segment we call Voice of the People.
Voice of the people.
An anonymous citizen writes.
Oof.
I'm writing this anonymously for
We are getting there. Now the hard part is gonna be to take all this to Haga Basin.
in the spice mining industry of skimming a small amount of spice. I have no confirmation of this, just a suspicion. Should I confront this person? Should I just wait and see? What should I do? Well, Anonymous, I'll give you the advice I would give any citizen. Contact the authorities or submit a report to us immediately. Do not wait. With Dune Watch, you may not be as anonymous as you think. Dune Watch. And that brings us to the Baroness.
I don't know if you saw those speed hackers, like people who would go like 1,000 kilometers per hour on a carrier. That was speed hacking. That would kill the server performance.
The Imperial bounty for Zantara currently rests at 1 million Solaris. To sweeten the pot, the
They
Baron
did
and his
so many weird things to this game at the beginning. Oh my god.
Low-life's crysknife. Make it happen, people. It's time to honor our hero.
Just YouTube it, you will see.
Hero of the day.
Today's hero takes us
A carrier going super, it's like going from the base I have at E Pro to the entrance in like 5 seconds. It was that fast. They were like doing to troll people. They were like catching other ornithopters with a carrier and then grappling them and forcing it to land, and other teammates would lasgun it and destroy it. God, I wanna sucker punch people like that. Nasty people. Not only they are breaking the game, they also make life miserable for another player.
That concludes this broadcast of the Dune Watch Network. Remember, if you see something, submit a report. If you notice your neighbor has not submitted a report recently, ask yourself, what are they hiding?
I don't know exactly, but the last number I have, which is outdated,
What are
Funcom banned
they hiding? The
50,000 players in a single day.
Stay vigilant, Arrakis.
They really went sledgehammer on them. Which I think it's a lot more than 50,000 by now. But yeah, they showed no mercy. They were pissed, man. They were like bubbling. They just cut them and mowed them down in a single day. 50,000 players went boom, 50,000 accounts, poof, permaban. I mean, they didn't give a damn about what's gonna happen or whatever population, people, numbers of. They went bazooka on them. Not even Rockstar has ever banned that many players in a single day. Honestly, it wasn't even a single day, it was 12 hours. It's because, you know, they force developers to fix those bugs. I'm sorry, to fix those exploit points, like how they speed hack, how they duplicate, how they exploit. When they're trying to fix those issues, that fix creates new bugs. And then the developer team have to fix the new bug that appeared because of fixing the exploit point. And fixing the exploit point causes the bug. Fixing the bug causes another bug because this is Unreal Engine. You fix one bug, 10 more appear. It pissed them off. That's why the game didn't receive any major update for the first 5 months. The poor bastards were working on the game and cheaters to fix the bugs and the points of exploit. Now there are few bugs left and they are really hard to fix. One is under meshing, another is still a new method of duplication.
The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the annual Harkonnen Family Games! The Mantrap competition continues with thrilling developments as our contestants face ever-increasing dangers. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila, for the latest updates.
Thank you and welcome back. I'm Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth, and with me is expert biologist Vera Kotila. Vera, we've had quite a series of events so far. Let's do a quick recap of the remaining contestants and their current positions.
Indeed, Maxim. First up, we have Amado Delfin, the pirate who recently met his end at the hands of the twins Morani. Hello Tom has also fallen, leaving us with 7 remaining contestants.
That's right. Let's start with the Fremen. He has just emerged victorious against the Steel Fang and is making his way through the western tunnels. His silent determination is truly something to behold.
Absolutely. Next, we have the Grey Lady, who has expertly navigated the Shadow Corridor. Her calm and calculated approach has allowed her to dispatch several poison-spitting Grogs. She remains an enigma, but her skills are undeniable.
Then we have Puikolem, the disgraced guard captain, who has barely
deception. He certainly has the audience against him, but there is no denying that he has shown surprising resilience.
Kaylin Sheaf, the former serving girl, has managed to evade numerous traps. Her agility and quick thinking have kept her alive so far.
The Fremen is catching up to Funcom, and it seems inevitable that they will clash before long, unless Nem is killed by Kaylin Sheaf first.
That's right, Maxim. Sheaf and Nem have both reached the treacherous abyssal chamber, a section of the labyrinth with a bottomless pit at its center. This will be a true test of their skills and endurance.
The tension is palpable. Funcom and Kaylin Sheaf are circling each other warily, both aware of the deadly drop that awaits any misstep.
Kaylin makes the first move, firing her needle gun, but Funcom deflects the shots with his makeshift shield. He retaliates with a swift strike from his dagger.
It's a brutal and even fight. Both are landing blows, and both are bleeding. The edge of the pit looms dangerously close.
Look at their movements. They're both clearly skilled, but Funcom's desperation is giving him a fierce determination. Kaylin is agile, but she's struggling to maintain her balance.
Funcom lunges, and Kaylin dodges, but she's too close to the edge. She fires another shot, grazing his arm, but he doesn't stop.
With a final desperate push, Funcom throws his weight against her. Kaylin stumbles, teeters on the edge, and...
She's fallen! Kaylin Sheaf has plummeted into the abyss! Funcom stands victorious, but he is gravely wounded.
He is dragging himself away from the pit, bloodied but alive. What a fight! Funcom has proven that even cowards can sometimes get lucky, but his ordeal is far from over.
Indeed, Dira. And it seems his path will soon cross with that of the Fremen. That encounter is bound to be explosive, but that will all have to wait until our next installment. As always, straight from the Grand Arena.
Stay tuned, people of Arrakis, for more live updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Gady Prime and the Man-Trap.
Building the future of the Imperium requires the strongest and most reliable structures. CHOAM is here to help you achieve your ambitions for territorial expansion and dominance. Our new Manifest Destiny series of fortified bunkers, high-rise fortresses, and hardened industrial complexes ensure your military projections withstand the test of time and any assault. Chome, your frontier is ours.
Stay tuned to the Harkonnen Network, where loyalty, strength, and victory are celebrated. Strength through loyalty.
People of Arrakis, whether you serve House Harkonnen, believe the lies of the spineless Atreides, or walk a different path, know that the strength and discipline of Harkonnen is unmatched. Up next is another thought-provoking episode of The Converts, asking the difficult questions to unlock your truth.
You are listening to Frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert, once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime. I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. I cannot divulge my name out of fear for my dear ones still trapped in House Atreides. I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question: why would an honorable house need a propaganda department? It is the simplest of questions. The Atreides and their simpering sycophants wax poetically about the grace and dignity of Duke Leto and his house. Beyond reproach, they say. Competition in the Empire is always growing, as it should be. Resources are at a premium, and Mentats must precisely calculate their expenditure to meet their house's needs. So why would a house, beyond reproach, waste valuable resources on an entire institution designed to generate propaganda? I cannot speak for you, dear listener, but I personally prefer brutal honesty to a saccharine sea of honeyed words gumming up my ear canals. What the duped call brutal in House Harkonnen, I call direct. And is it not the indirect that one must watch out for? At least I know where I stand with a house that puts its money toward atomic armaments rather than a house that collects
Apologies. I got a call back from the service provider. Apparently they're experiencing interruptions, which is why I am now royally scared. I said, but I have to move my DD base, dude. And he said, what is DD? And I said, it's double. Let's get the hell out of here fast. The problem is still moving this to the Haga. Oh, God. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. This is becoming more stressful than I was planning on to.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the annual Harkonnen Family Games. The Mantra competition continues with ever-increasing intensity. Let's begin
I hope
with a quick recap of those
we are able to exit with the basic stuff to the Haga. The duraluminum, the plastinium. you don't ever have that. You don't build in the arrow. That's I don't know if it's a bug or intended. If it's intended, it feels like the worms are trying to get to that part, but they can't. Or it's a bug that happens. It's hard to say. Yeah, it happens every single time I build an entry base on the A. It's so weird that feels like it's a feature, not a bug. That the worms are trying to get to you, but that is the rocky part and they can't like surface there. But sometimes I feel like, nah, it's a bug. The game thinks I am on an open sand. But it's been there for like 3 months. Either they don't care that much about it, or it's not a bug. Yeah, it's at that one. It's actually hard to say if it is actually a bug or something that's actually part of the game. I'm saying that because it's been there for 3 months, and if it was a bug, they would have fixed it. Or there's also a possibility that it's a low priority bug and they don't care for now. Hard to say. We have experienced so many bugs in this game that we think everything is a bug. First 300 hours, I lost so much stuff to bugs. After reaching the ornithopter level and losing them, that was a painful experience. And remember, the early days you were playing. An ornithopter for a beginner, it's a very expensive thing to build. Especially that you need to get diamondine dust and carbide scraps. It was a very expensive vehicle to lose. And I lost a few to sandworm, especially the one that you are landing to compact the spice and then you can't take off. It's like you are glued to the sand. I got so mad, I just wrote to Funcom and I saw they said, oh yeah, we are sorry. We can't provide your items, but we can give you a new ornithopter. And then I kept sending messages and I kept receiving ornithopters. So far, they have given me something like 12 ornithopters. Missed what? What did I miss, John? How did you save the noob? PvP? I should have brought the goddamn buggy.
Frequency 152.6. The voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert, once a high-ranking advisor
Oh,
to the Atreides regime. I have since
that's actually a very nice thing you did.
under the protection
Poor
of
bugger.
the Old Baron. I cannot divulge my name.
Funcom should pay you.
My dear one still
You
trusts
stop the
House
player
Atreides.
from rage quitting.
I am not here to tell you what to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question. What is the
Yeah,
cost
funnily enough, a lot of
of
people
freedom?
miss that.
In House Atreides, everything seems lush and plentiful and opportunity abounds. It is an illusion. I know, because I helped maintain it. There is no true opportunity in the intricate web of Duplito's schemes. In House Harkonnen, I have what you have, dear listener. True freedom. True opportunity. These things are dangerous. They provide a ladder for the strong and the smart and the hostile sand, and they provide ruin for the rest. But isn't ruin worth a chance? Even a chance at success? The freedom to achieve greatness is a harsh landscape. The odds are not in our favor. But I tell you, dear listener, having experienced
Yeah, a lot of people don't notice that.
rather not spare
Because how it can be overwhelming, especially when you are inside the carrier. Look how many things there are. Look at this. This is so many information.
what dangers are you willing to face for the
It is too populated. I hope they give us the ability to disable a few of them.
to the smiling elitist who promises comfort while floating
I mostly like to play in a clean HUD.
for eternity? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
No. No spice. I wouldn't go for a spice. Even there was spice from here to the entry point. Yeah, I know, but I have a metric ton of stuff at the entry point waiting to be transferred to Haga Basin. And I have little time. This might be the shortest time I ever had with that many items in the entry point waiting to be transferred. I am literally pushing my luck at the moment. Oh no, I didn't take it as a joke because I go for a spice. I was spicing before transporting these stuff today. The first 3 hours I was spicing. I said, there is still 17 hours left or something like that. And all of a sudden 3 hours was poof. And about that PvP PvE, it can be missable for a new player to Deep Desert because we have played in Deep Desert so much, we know exactly where PvP is. We don't even want to know. We know where we cross is gonna be PvP. And he was a new player and used to be in a PvE everywhere except the shipwrecks and few POIs.
Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and
I kinda admire his courage to push beyond Aero and come closer to build the base. Not many people do that.
My loyal listeners, I am, as ever, your host, Lord Havoc of the Obsidian Plain, and I bid you welcome to another episode of our magnificent galaxy.
You see the new updates?
Program of the Harkonnen Network.
What's coming?
Today, we find ourselves deep within the
Did you?
labyrinthine tunnels of Baron Draconis IV. Our mission is to track down the enigmatic Draconian Burrower, a magnificent creature that has adapted
Well,
to thrive in the
if you
underground
did,
mazes.
then you can understand why.
With me is our elite tracker Vark, who has spent weeks
A new skill tree,
treacherous tunnels.
that uses spice to upgrade.
Yes, Lord Havoc. It's been an honor.
Listen closely, devoted followers. This draconian burrower, known for its bioluminescent skin and powerful digging claws, is a master of this subterranean world. Coming close to it is both
And this is all done as a solo.
dangerous.
That's why it takes such a long time.
We've detected fresh claw marks on the walls. We must be near its latest burrow.
Excellent, Varric. The glow
I'm going against all
Look,
Funcom's hopes and dreams
bioluminescence lights
of
up
having
the
teams playing their game.
truly
And I'm saying,
marvel of
hell no.
nature.
Solo. I mean, I am part of a guild, don't get me wrong. But we are all solos.
Patterns of its markings, each one unique and mesmerizing. This creature is perfectly
We just use the guild for lands at
its claws
voting power.
carving through solid rock with ease. Look at the tunnels it creates, an underground labyrinth of its own design.
Indeed, my lord. It is fascinating how it can navigate these complex networks with such precision.
I have no idea what it's gonna bring. That's just a snapshot. I'm just trying to have enough so I wouldn't get caught off guard. A single skill requiring 999 spice to unlock. Damn.
Disorienting the burrower and driving it into our containment field. Once there, it will be unable to escape.
The sonic pulse is ready, my lord. Activating now.
It worked! The beast is disoriented.
I actually managed to
Before it recovers.
get all this back to Hagabase, and I would consider an accomplishment. I doubt it, but never say never.
The creature is fighting back. The tunnels are destabilizing.
Hold it steady. We must not let it escape.
The tunnels are collapsing. We have to get out of here.
No! We must capture it at any cost.
It's escaping. We need to leave now.
You have failed me, Varric. Sacrifices must be made.
My lord, please. Why? We can still escape together.
Your sacrifice will ensure my survival, Varric. Goodbye.
No!
The strong survive, Varric. This is the way of House Harkonnen. Loyal listeners, today we have encountered the raw power of nature. Though the draconian burrower eluded our grasp, the knowledge we gained and
That is true,
of Harkonnen resolve
but it's still hard to say.
through these tunnels for generations to come. This experience reaffirms our dominance
I don't know what they're trying to achieve with that.
overcoming any challenge, even when faced with adversity. A true
Especially with separation of skills and explorations.
loyal supporters. This is your host, Lord Havoc of the Obsidian Plain, signing off from somewhere in our magnificent galaxy.
Like, if you look at this, there is exploration and specialization. They have separated stuff, and there are so many new icons. Spice total, this what is making me confused and a little bit worried. That's why I took so much spice sand back to the Haga Basin. I don't know if this is the spice sand or spice melange. This might actually indicate that they are trying to catch some players off guard. You know? Everybody has turned their spice into melange, and all of a sudden update comes and it requires spice sand. Oh no, let's go farm, and then everybody's rushing to farm and fights break out. Just to unlock levels. So I'm kind of preparing for that eventuality. Like, everybody thinks they have a ton of, like, a million melange, and they are, like, future-proof. And the update says, oh no, you need spice sand to upgrade levels. Like I said before, I feel like we are gonna meet the Fremens, and this is gonna be like a Fremen technique. We are gonna learn from them, because they are the masters of the deep desert. And we are gonna upgrade our abilities using spice.
Weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Enhancing our abilities. But like I said, it's too early to say. But if a skill is gonna cost 9,999 to buy, God help us. That is 200 melange. Yeah, but I don't think that is intended for a early game player. That's intended for the late game. Like part of their overhaul of the end game. We still don't know. Let's see how they salvage their game. It could also be an indicator if you want to unlock all the skills, you have to pay melange to buy them. Uh-oh, 60 minutes. Time to go. I tried to avoid this, but it is what it is.
Doesn't stop there. Our next focus is on Funcom, who is once again running for his life from the deadly Fremen in hot pursuit.
Fuico is severely injured and desperate. He's trying to escape, but the Fremen is relentless, tracking him through the twisting paths of the maze as if he was on the path of some wounded animal.
Look at that poor coward go! He's stumbling. Oh, he's tripped, and oh, suddenly he's right in the path of Kanto, our little slave contestant.
The crowd is unforgiving, Maxim. They expect Fuico to flee again, and they're making their displeasure known.
Inkling! Fuico's reputation is in tatters. But wait! He seems to have a plan.
Kanto and Fuico are circling each other warily. Fuico, despite being more experienced and physically stronger, is severely wounded and, of course, known for his spinelessness. Kanto, on the other hand, seems cautious but determined.
You can see the fear in Fuico's eyes. He is calculating, looking for a way out. But Kanto is not giving him any easy options.
It's a tense standoff. Fuiko should have the upper hand, but his injuries and his cowardice are holding him back. The crowd is growing restless.
Come on, Fuiko! Fight or flee! Make a decision!
Oh, it looks like Kanto is making the first move. He's charging at Fuiko.
There it is! But Fuiko is reaching for something on the wall. Could it be?
He's activated a hidden mechanism, opening a wall and closing another. And wow, what an unexpected turn! Now Kanto is trapped in one of the labyrinth's deadliest rooms.
That's the chamber of the venomous rock lizard! These creatures from the barren planet Ishkal in the Sigma Draconis system are notorious for their deadly venom and aggressive nature. This chamber is a recurring feature in the labyrinth and a favorite among the audience for the spectacle.
Come on, Buggy, hold them.
As you know, many
2 more.
the labyrinth
Son of a.
from year to year, but the rock lizards remain a constant threat.
The Ishkali rock lizards are highly territorial and will attack anything that enters their domain. Their venom can paralyze a full-grown man in seconds, and they are known to swarm their prey, ripping them apart with their small but powerful jaws. Oh, poor Kanto doesn't stand a chance in there.
Oh, Mira, if you only knew.
Oh, the rock lizards are moving in on Kanto. They're known for their brutal efficiency. This will be over quickly.
Watch closely, Vera. You were about to
Well, I'm willing to sacrifice the Plastone.
ordinary.
What's happening?
No time for that. Ay, ay, ay.
Attacking him. There! The lizards! They're responding to his commands.
They absolutely are. Can you figure out why, Vera?
I don't see. Unless I've heard of certain indigenous peoples of Ishkal who can communicate with these deadly creatures, but I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes. Tell me the truth, Maxim. Is that poor slave indeed a native of that barren planet?
Oh, he absolutely is, Vera. How's that for a surprise?
Well, yes. This, of course, changes everything.
Indeed it does. Kanto's secret is out, and it's going to make the rest of this competition very interesting.
The little slave who was underestimated by everyone now has the upper hand. The tables have turned.
Ah, goddammit, there is no water in that.
Became a whole lot more unpredictable.
Stay tuned to this frequency for more updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Katie Prime. The man trap continues, and the excitement is far from over.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen channel for live updates and the most intense moments from the games. The competition is heating up, and you don't want to miss a second of the Man Trap.
Wow, wasn't that amazing? The spectacle of
damn
the
it.
Harkonnen family games unequaled throughout the galaxy. The excitement is growing as the contestants engage with the terrors of the labyrinth and each other. I don't know about you, but I, for one, just cannot wait until the next installment of the Man Trap. Let's keep the momentum going with another stirring anthem.
Oh, movement speed is gone. Alright, Zero Hearst, sweet dreams. And thank you for being here. I will see you on the next one, hopefully, if I live to tell about it. Goodbye, base. Now to the hard part. I have 50 minutes to extract all that crap. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Especially with the visibility. Damn it.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. I cannot divulge my name out of fear for my dear ones still trapped in House Atreides. I am not here to tell you what to think. I am here for your questions.
I'm more worried about getting that boost bug. Thruster bug.
Today's question. What is the price
Sector weather
of
alert. A
loyalty?
large sandstorm is approaching.
50 minutes. Yeah, we're screwed. I tried.
They fight, they die,
Hmm.
they sacrifice everything for their duke. But what do they gain?
Damn it.
A pat on the back, a word of praise, a posthumous medal that does nothing to comfort their grieving families. Think of the countless lives spent in the name of a house that promises glory. But the
Yeah, they actually do damage.
what is the true cost
You're losing
of
durability.
loyalty? How many families must be sacrificed? How many futures shattered before one realizes the futility of blind allegiance? Ask yourself, dear listener, what does the Duke truly value? Is it the lives of his soldiers? Or the power he wields to their obedience? Why does he send them to die on distant suns, fighting battles that
We
serve
will
only
make
to
it.
consolidate his own power? Now reflect on the lives of the Harkonnen soldiers.
As the sun is setting,
They too fight and die.
we are setting
But
out.
they do so with the understanding of their role in a grander scheme. They are not deceived by false promises
As
of
we
loyalty,
ponder about
but
how
by
much stuff we are going to leave behind,
that rewards
we
strength
watch
and
that
cunning.
beautiful sun
Dear
setting.
listener, ponder this. Is it
Good night,
better to live
Arrakis.
as a bard,
Good night, my
dream of
beautiful loot.
destruction, or to fight knowing the
I'm not
true
gonna be able to
nature of the
extract
peace
you all.
serve? What is the true cost of loyalty, and who truly benefits
Look
from
at that
it?
vortex shaping
Follow
over
these
our head.
questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
Imagine seeing this vortex from this space. A giant blood vortex. Oops. And just like that, the magic is gone. Okay, with the half-dead attack Orny, well, not half-dead, dead Orny, we are going to move all this back to Aga Basin.
Harkonnen network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
First thing first. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. This loading screen is gonna be the majority. This is gonna be literally impossible to see very soon. The eagle has landed. Oops. 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 What the hell? Imagine moving at this speed all the time. What logo? Lego? What do you mean Lego? Oh, yeah, that's right. One of 10,000 times we have to go back. The funny thing is that I'm gonna run out of storage to put all these back. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Where is the Funcom phone number? Where did I put it? Here. 1-888-592 if you come. Yeah, hello, is this Funcom's boss? Yeah, this is Neo. Dude, I'm on a timer, 28 minutes, 25 seconds. And I have a metric ton of stuff still in deep desert. So, could you add 1 hour to that? Or just teleport everything into the Haga Basin? I will sue your ass. I have paid my taxes. You are obligated to return my junk into the trunk. I have to spend 30 seconds in here just to click Tim to go. Just one click. Transfer all. Frickin' design issue. That would be asking for the Holy Grail. They might actually give me that extra 1 hour, but they will never ever give me that carrier storage. Ding dong, ding dong, da da ding dong. Half of that time is gonna be in loading screen. Damn it. I really tried super hard to beat it, but I've been non-stop transporting. Past 11 hours, maybe 12 hours, 2, 4. Loading simulator, trucking simulator, box simulator, whatever you wanna call it. But yeah, 10 hours, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours. I've been playing for 14 hours today. 3 hours for, let's say, goofing and all that. I've been transporting stuff from mid to entry and entry to Haga for the past 11 hours. We might actually break a record today. Fresh chaluta. Come and get your fresh chaluta. As long as we take out the important stuff, the rest are replaceable. I don't mind that. Is your server that busy? Well, don't worry. With the next, with chapter 3, the server travel is gonna be available, so you can travel to any server you like, anywhere in the world, with your base. Back up your base, move to another server. And you can join the Solo Spicers Association LLC, which is our association.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
This has been happening every single week, John. Nothing new. This week is a little bit different because I had 2 refinery and I made a lot of spice. Well, if you make it, bodies are gonna be a bonus. That's not important. Important is the melange and plastinium. Anything that can be replaced in Haga Basin is priority 1. The rest are not that difficult to get. Just waste of time if I don't retrieve them. We certainly are going to try. The priorities are the exclusive to Deep Desert stuff. Right now, even the residue is not priority. Yeah, this loading is gonna kill it. Especially at the end of the restart, like the very last 20-30 minutes. Server gets very heavy and loading time increases. Yes. It's marginal, but still, when you are on a second timer, it becomes noticeable. That storm is not just a visual thing, that's been rendered real time. God damn it. Well, kinda heavy on me. It's not the server, it's me. Client. It stresses my bandwidth and my PC. Actually, the PC itself. I'm playing the game on a 10 years old PC, so right now my PC is bubbling. These particles are tanking the frame rate for me. I swear, if it was not 1080 Ti, no other GPU of that era would run this game this well. Because I practically can't play any other game at this frame rate when I put settings to ultra. And I'm playing on ultra. Crazy, huh? 1080 Ti, Nvidia's biggest mistake. That's why I always go for GeForce. Hands down, I don't care about the bad publicity and all that. GeForce and Nvidia are a class over their own. 10 years of non-stop using and the GPU is still running. It is in such a bad shape. 2 of its 3 fans have fallen off. Right now the GPU is running on a single fan. 88 degree, I guess. The fact that you are playing it on 1070 and still manage to play it, it's a testament to the developer's level of optimization on the game engine. People are so ungrateful. They are playing the latest Unreal Engine game, 5.6 Unreal Engine game, smoothly, and they still complain. Jesus, guys. So much to appreciate. No, I don't mean you, but you know who I'm talking about. And there aren't few. There is actually a lot of them. You know, being a hardcore gamer for the past 30 years, I would say. Is it 30? 1990 till now. 30 plus years. I see that the generation that we are dealing with right now, they are little brats who got their hands on a high-end PC, a $10,000 PC, with an even more expensive monitor, which they don't appreciate, and they feel like that everything should run as smoothly as possible. Just that they see Windows booting up in 5 seconds, they think that everything should play and run like that. Yep. Trust me. Wank. Own age. Sorry. For some weird reason, I am attracting a lot of people from the 80s. Haha. We are the children of the 80s. But now, the current generation, it's like so unfair. You have no idea what I have been through to assemble PCs on my own, figure out things, fix problems, troubleshoot, because while I had PC, there was no repair center, no one that understood what PC is or how to fix it. Now they get a 5090 GPU for $4,000 with a monitor for like $5,000, which picture quality would make you orgasm. As a man or woman, doesn't matter. It's just orgasmically beautiful. And they feel like they're the king of the world. Everything should go according to their will. They have no clue how hard it is to make a game this big. I was watching an interview during the... What was the last convention? I think it was E3. The IGM was interviewing one of the lead developers, and he was asked about one of the problems. What's the biggest problem you think the game has? And oh my god, you could see the guy's face. It's like he hasn't slept for a year. He said it in a very low and desperate tone that we released the game earlier than it was supposed to be released, and we were not prepared for the amount of bugs that we encountered in the game. And you could feel it in his voice that he and the entire dev team are under extreme grind culture and being pushed to their brink of breaking. You could feel it. I will find and show it to you later. But it's like you would see that dude is about to cry. I'm sure you know what grind culture is. Double shifts, non-stop behind the PC, keen in a cup. And the thing is, Funcom is not a large corporation. No one forcing them. They are just doing it for themselves because Funcom's dev team, they are gamers themselves. I would say they are one of the part of the OG gamers of the gaming universe. Son of a gun, I dropped the stupid thing. At this point, I'm not.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
I don't care what I get. I just get whatever I can. I have no time to cherry pick. Because we are in the safe zone right now. Everything else that is remaining are replenishable. We took out all the melange, all the plastinium, all the base building materials, cobalt, duraluminum, the advanced complex machinery. I don't care about that. I actually share, if anyone asks. Honestly, if someone joins the deep desert and says, I'm a new player, does anybody has 1000 melange, I would immediately give it to them. Just to get them entering the spicing scene faster. Because, you know, I'm trying to prepare my deep desert for the server merge so we could at least present a united front against whatever may come. I want everyone to have enough materials to have backup of their backups and be able to resist any toxic players. We don't know what's gonna happen to the game, we are just preparing. Because we have seen how nightmarish and toxic the server can get. Believe me, you can find all the streams. I usually unlist my streams after a week, but I post the links on the Facebook group I've created just for unlisted videos. Unlisted videos are not deleted, they are not private. You can watch them if you have links to them. So I keep posting the links.
Weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
For anyone who wants to go back, because I have streamed every single minute of this game. So it's practically 1,351 hours streamed, all of it streamed. Never played offline. As in, never played without going off online, live. And there was a period of time for 2 months when I entered Deep Desert. We were plagued by a gang of Russian nasty people. Made the game hell. So many people quit this Deep Desert. I personally quit this Deep Desert and built a new character in a different server because of them. But I kinda didn't give up, I returned. And thankfully they left.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I have exactly 90 seconds in the Deep Desert, otherwise I'm gonna get stuck there. This is it, guys, moment of truth, and the server is gonna disconnect exactly on time. It's 2 minutes to restart, but the deep desert is like a few seconds earlier than the actual server restart. Those storage have melange in them, you know? The actual storage are made with melange and plastinium. "60 seconds. Seek imminent, and it is in 1 minute. Seek shelter away from deep desert. It means go, 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 go.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, this is the danger zone. Look at that shaking. It's getting dark, it's getting dark. Well, we did the best we can with whatever we had. Coriolis storm has passed. Oh, thank you, Funcom. My heart was in my mouth. Oh my god. You see the message? Coriolis storm has passed. Does that mean I can return? That was not supposed to happen. You usually don't see that. It kills the server instantly, but Deep Desert is like 20 to 30 seconds behind the actual restart timer. Look, it's still not restarted. The game is still live. We don't see that disconnection icon. But, you know, I wish I could stay. I really wanted to stay. Because it says Coriolis storm is past. What happens if I stay there? If it's past, it get wiped. I want to stay. What would I lose? I would lose an ornithopter that's already dead and just a suit. Shaddam. That's not big of a deal. I mean, it's rare, but still. I would love to see that. Oh my god, imagine staying in the deep desert, after restart, you come back online and your base is there and everything is there. Oh boy, I wish I stayed. I wish I stayed. I didn't have anything valuable on me. That was totally worth the risk. Yes. I mean, after the restart, your position is saved. And look at that, the server restarted. After the restart, arrow doesn't change. That is the thing. Maybe no one has ever tried staying in the deep desert, because every single week the arrow keeps remaining the same. It's exactly the same, copy paste. Yes, resource nodes location change, but the layout is the same. So maybe the arrow remains intact even if the Coriolis hits. Oh god, I so wish I stayed. I really didn't have a lot of expensive things to lose. I mean, I did, but it was acceptable loss to test that. I swear to god, arrow is not wiping. Anyone in the chat, guys, who's in the North American server? Because your restart is gonna happen in 6 hours, I think. Let me double check. North American. In 6 hours. It's still, whatever was in the Orly, acceptable loss. But imagine, if we can discover, we can actually stay there in the arrow and not get wiped. Are you from North America server? Come on, chat, tell me, who's from North America? John, are you there? I need someone. We didn't test it. I need someone. Phoenix, EU. I need someone. Just get a fiber suit and a backup tool with Mark IV Scott Ornithopter. And stay in the deep desert arrow. Build a base, plant a subweave, important steps. Build a subweave, build a 1x1 or 2x2 with a generator shield and everything. Just 2x2. And a subweave. Power it and stay in the arrow. And have a fiber suit, armor or whatever. And a Mark IV Scott Ornithopter in your backup tool. You're not gonna lose anything, because whatever you're gonna lose, it's like nothing. Anyone from US? I think everyone is busy moving out. Because I saw the message, Coriolis storm is past. So you don't necessarily need to leave. I never saw that message before in the past 20 weeks. I've never seen the games showing the message that Coriolis storm has passed. That is also new. I also left like at -2 seconds. Let me see. AVJ might be, but he's playing Arc Raiders. He's busy with that. Hagar, I love you. Are you in the US, right? It's okay. It's a test. We are not going for a working or not working. We are just testing. Okay. Here's the deal. Build a fiber armor as you built in the starting point. Fiber armor. Or whatever basic armor you can build. Or a junk armor that you have in your inventory. And build exactly for science. And build a Mark IV Scott Ornithopter. No boost, no nothing. If it runs without engine, don't build the engine. If it goes with 3 blades instead of 4, go with that. Just a very basic destroyed. I don't know if you're gathering parts for destroyed half-dead vehicles like me. I have a ton of those. I can build like 10 half-dead Ornies in my base. I have components for them, looted from the stations. Good. Put together the least expensive Scott Ornithopter and put it in a backup tool. It's important. Go to the deep desert with a little bit of granite and a little bit of battery fuel cells and metal scrap. Build a 2x2, put the subweave, advanced one, and a generator to shield the base, and then put the Scott Ornithopter in your inventory, in the backup tool, and stay in the base. And wait for the server to restart while you are inside the deep desert. We want to see two things to happen. We want to see if the server wipes and you are gonna get wiped too. Second, we are gonna test to see if you die because of the wipe, do you get to keep the backup tool or not? Was that clear? Yes, but the arrow does not reset. That's my point. Arrow remains the same. You know how I know that bump at the entrance when I try to go full speed toward the entry base? I always get stuck in that bump. The sand is a little bit high, so when I try to boost low altitude, I get stuck in that bump and that disconnects the boost. That is there. That has been there for the past 7 weeks. Anyone you can tell to do this? Anyone who might be like me, crazy to leave late? Or can come online when that happens? I guess it's just like same with Europe. Your wipe happens when it is early morning in the US, Canada, Mexico, whatever is considered North America. No, arrow does not reset. Arrow's layout is always the same. 2 a.m. there, and you have North America, 6 hours. So it's gonna be 8 a.m. when the server resets. Exactly like Europe. 2 hours longer, but that's because of your daytime savings. It should be 6 a.m. You always reset at kinda 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. depending on the time zone where you are. London to eastern part, like Russia, the most eastern part country in the EU. So it's like GMT to Eastern time. I guess it's the same with US because US has like 7 time zones. UTC is Central? I don't know. Pure, you're from UK, right? You are in the meantime, so it should be like 5 a.m. Neither do we. Most countries don't care about the time saving anymore or the daylight saving. They don't move the clock forward during the fall or revert it backward during the spring. It's not being done anymore. I don't know why this game is doing it. I think it's because of the server layout. The servers are still following that daylight routine because of the Windows layout. Windows still have that stupid daylight saving, so they are forced to use it, even though the game is not using it, or countries are not using it. America does a lot of things, John. Are you gonna be online when the reset is gonna happen, John? We need your help. We need to do one very important test. I think if you are in the A row during the vibe, you are gonna stay alive and keep your base. It's a hunch. Don't be a donkey, come on. Because this time I saw a message for the first time. I was still in the deep desert and it said Coriolis storm has passed. That means the vibe already happened. Right now the reset is trying to change the map layout, which I think it's already done. A Mark IV Scout Ornithopter in a backup tool, a 2x2 base in the deep desert A row, right at the entrance. And wait there until the server restart with a fiber armor suit. A suit made out of fiber with no weapon, no nothing, just a backup tool and a construction tool, a little bit of granite, a little bit of metal strap, and a little bit of fuel cells to power the base. Do you know what kind of a game changer it would be if we figure out that you don't actually get the A-row reset? That would save me and so many other people from going back and forth between Haga. They would just store their things in A-row and just log off and come back and see everything is there. Or naked. But you have to take a detergent with you. I'm just using that fiber so you won't die of dehydration. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. I got caught in the heat of the moment. And I panicked. Because I never seen that message. You can be damn sure I'm gonna stay next week. Anything new? What do you mean? No, I don't think it's gonna be there because I quit the deep desert. But I wonder what happens if you stay in the deep desert. I know it's gonna go away. But what happens if you stay? Are you gonna see a death screen when you relog? I don't think anyone has tried that before. I've never heard anyone stay in the deep desert during the Coriolis. Like online, I mean online, not forgetting to exit. Like deliberately staying in the deep desert online. And seeing that message, Coriolis storm has passed. John. You don't know. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe it's a bug that doesn't kill you. How do you think people are figuring out these bugs? They test these things and find weird results. Things won't happen the way they should be, or things happen, uh, don't happen, or happen out of the ordinary. If you die, do you lose your backup tool? Why should I test it with my carrier? Why are you being an ass? Just a Mark 1 ornithopter. I'm sorry, Mark 3. A scrap one, not a new one. You are such a dummy, John. This is for science, man. But imagine if you don't die.
Welcome.
10,000 is high. Come on. The NPC sells it for 200,000 for single melange. Well, I'm happy we managed to extract all the important stuff. We just left behind some corpses and useless residue. I am not sad about that at all. Huh. Damn. Yeah, I even took down the storage chest that had plastinium and melange. Corpse is not that important. It's easy to get. Let's pay a visit to Aero. I don't think my base is there. Because I quit the deep desert. My theory is that if you are physically visible, I mean, if physically in the deep desert, you might actually not get wiped. Game considers you as an active entity, something like that. It's a gut feeling, you know, I can't explain it. There is no logic behind it. I was willing to risk my ornithopter, my Mark 66 stop, my steel suit, and everything that I had in my storage. A lot of melange and plastinium. It's just that I was on full speed, about to exit when I realized it, and yeah, lost in the moment. Yep, the base is gone. But look at this. This hill is here. I always get stuck on it. This was my base. I don't know. I know it gets wiped. My testing was to see if the same thing happens if there is an active player entity and in that part of the deep desert. I mean, odds are 99% that you are gonna die and get wiped, but I would have risked it to test that. You know, Funcom, Dune, bugs happen. We would be the first to figure it out. I was trying to see if the game bugs out and considers you as an entity, so it considers that Aero as not part of the deep desert. Because the layout does not change. The testing station are on the same location, the shipwrecks are in the same location, even the shape of the ground is the same. Aero is more like part of the Haga Basin than deep desert. And also, there is one thing you should remember. Deep desert stops or starts to wipe or whatever, like almost 40 seconds earlier than the server restart. What's that about? Yeah. I was trying to see if I can bug the Aero to be considered as part of the Haga Basin so it won't wipe. Ah, it's worth a try. But boy oh boy, we have a major problem right now. The problem being, I don't have any storages left. I'm at the limit. Literal limit. I saved these Mark 6 detergents. No. I have 150. Medium. These are medium, not big. And that thing is gonna fill whatever is left. Now 47 out of 150. I can only build 3 more. Damn. What am I gonna do? All of these are full. Like max full. And even if I dump the residue and everything that is useless, I'm gonna get like maximum of 10. Honestly, if I dumped like all this residue, all the excessive items, armors, weapons, broken parts, I will get maximum of 10 extra storages. And you can fill that 10 storage with 1 pickup plane in the deep desert. Easy. Yes, 6. You can place 6 staking claims. And I have used all of them. Six staking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And probably 4 vertical. I am at the cap of the cap. Yes. And I'm at the cap. I have no open storage. All of these are full. And since the storage is being split between water storage and the container for items, you have to, sacrifice some water. I can not sacrifice any more water. I can hold 2.7 million. Even if I stop it at 2 million and get 7 more, that's gonna be total of 17. Let's say 20 new medium chests. I can fill 20 in a single deep desert week. Because 6 stack of plastinium fills a large one. Is it 6 or 5? 5, 7, almost 8. 7.5. No, actually it's not 7. That's 6.5 there. Almost 7, not even 7. 6 and 3/4. And I bring like almost 15 stack every week. If I focus, I can break 30 stack a week. Not to mention there's melange, and I can bring metric ton 50,000 every week. So at most I can play 2 more deep desert before completely run out of storages. What's gonna happen next? I would say I reached the end of the game at this moment. Game over. The problem is, no matter how you cut it, in any which way you cut it, you like organize like crazy, keep absolutely the most valuable items, you still are gonna run out, you know? 150 storage is literally nothing. Especially when it comes to heavy duraluminum, plastinium, aluminum. It's gonna be an eventuality. Yeah, this is melange, melange, melange. That extreme organizing is gonna force you to be very selective with the ore you farm, because you know they are heavy and you need to have the ore in the storage to start refining. Well, second account. No, thank you. You used to be able to get more subweaves if you had family sharing on, but they removed that. Hmm. It actually got tricky. Not to mention, I didn't bring everything back. If I actually brought everything back, I would run out of storage by now. You know? I always demolish the Plastone building pieces and bring them back too. If I brought them back, all the corpses and everything in the entry point, I would probably have like 5 more extra chests that would be filled mid Deep Desert week. Look, no matter what you think, you're gonna run out. Because this is the open world survival game. You constantly bring items back. I have no clue what to do about this. No, that's not the point. I could have made a little bit of space, but one more deep desert week and I literally would be no out of room. So stupid for an open world game to restrict storage for you. Well, if I want to, then I can make, I don't know, 7 crawlers with upgraded containers. Even that is going to run out. Deep desert resources are heavy. That's the problem. How many plastinium stacks do you think a crawler holds? Look at this. There is an extra crawler in my base. And it's already full. Look, let me show you. That's the upgraded reaches container. 1. It's already full. But we can remove the batteries. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 stack. And that's a bad idea because I know from a friend who kept his spiced infused plastinium and melange inside the buggy and suddenly they disappeared. You mean I would put this stuff in the crawler's storage and open the room in the box? Is that what you mean? Then I don't follow. Explain a bit. Yes, I know that. I can actually make 6 of them. But there is 2 problems with that. Even like that, you are gonna run out of storage. You are just delaying the inevitable. 2, I know for a fact that there is a bug that you lose stuff from those as well. My friend from NA server actually was part of the guild and it kept his personal melange and spice infused plastinium in his buggy. And he removed one of the tires so the buggy wouldn't be able to take it away. And just one day, all of a sudden after restart, there was no item in the buggy's storage. They were all gone. He lost so much melange and spicy infused plastinium. I don't know. A bug. Yeah. He comes to the chat sometimes, Lulian. You might see him, you can ask him, he will explain. He was so mad. And you know, spicy infused plastinium is light and you can hold a lot of them in a buggy. So I think he lost like 10,000 spicy infused plastinium and just as much melange, if not more. Yeah. He was keeping it in the buggy so the other guild members would not be able to pull that while they are crafting stuff. Because no matter how you set the ownership of the chests, when you are crafting something, the fabricator pulls the stuff from all the storages regardless of ownership. So he kept it in the buggy because the buggy can't be accessed by the fabricators and refiners. But one day he came online after the restart and he saw buggy was empty. So I am risking that if I do that. But the overall point here is that even if I had like 30 extra chests in 1 month or 2 months, maximum 2 months, I would say 1 month, I would burn through them because I keep bringing plastinium and spice and they're gonna get full. And eventually you're gonna hit that cap. I think the reason no one has brought this issue forward is because most of the people who are online right now, they are play as a guild. And when you play as a guild, you place personal sub-weave console next to the guild bases, so you get to share the storage. So you don't hit that limit. I probably am one of the rare few solo players who farm and mine and refine at this massive scale. That's why I have reached the cap. That is the best thing I can come up with. Others haven't reached it yet because they're part of the guild, and when you're part of the guild, everybody gets a what's it called? A sub-beef and then 6 stacking units. So if you are in a guild of 5 people, everyone has a 150 cap. So multiply that by 5, that's like 1,000 storage. That's so much more. And I am the only stubborn solo who is still playing the game. I mean, this much, this long, extensively, and not only plays long, I also very productive. You saw it. I had 2 spice refineries that shoved to the max, and they were working for few days non-stop. I brought back a metric ton of melange this week. $36,000 plastinium, 133,000 melange, and I have a shed load in the Chrome exchange. 13,000 silicon. Hey Pajung, how are you? Deep Desert got reset. Go place a base in a nice place. Yeah, pure. Not very nice if the next update is gonna make us purchase skills with melange. 1000 melange per skill. That's gonna eat through that 133k pretty quickly. And I'm gonna be poor. But this time I'm not gonna be able to sit behind my crawler, put on a radio, and chill farm the spice field playing with the sandworm. This time field's gonna be crazy crowded. Because everybody's gonna rush to the spice to level up. God almighty, what's gonna happen to me? This is such a weird thing. Why put cap in storages? It makes no sense. Well, the fact they are using 9999 is kind of a hint, wink wink. Get that spice hoarded. We are coming in hard. Because that's end game. That's the new end game. You want more powerful stuff? You have to pay. I don't think Funcom was being cute with that 9999. I think that was a hint they are gonna be expensive. Because those are end game stuff, you know? They are not meant for mid or early game players. They are meant for people like me, who has played 1000 plus hours. True. We don't know what's gonna happen. But seriously, tell me the last time you saw Funcom giving stuff for cheap. Huh? All they have been doing is making the game harder and harder and harder, making things use more material, durability more severe. It's wishful thinking that Funcom is gonna be nice. Yeah, right. I honestly would be thankful those numbers would actually be the same, not higher. Like they don't make 9999 into like 20,000. I would be afraid of that. But it is not meant for the starter. What the hell starter is doing with an advanced skill tree? I think you have to be at a certain level at a certain point of the game to unlock that. A starter player has 200 hours to go through Haga Basin alone. Those are for like very advanced players, late game players. Yeah, but seriously, a new player doesn't have an ornithopter. You want them to have access to the end game skill tree? It's like the XP thing. When you are a beginner, you are like 100 level, 60 level, 80 level. You can only unlock certain limited amount of skills. It's the same with the new skill tree that's gonna be added. But this time, this is on top of the previous skill tree, but this one requires heavy melange investment. I think they are separating expertise, like skills, Benny Gesserit stuff or swordsman stuff, from the skills that are related for exploration. Like Shigawire is like an exploration tool. You use it to traverse terrain. It's not. It should not be part of a class. So they're gonna remove it from the class and then put it on an exploration. So we will use the XP skill points in the specialization, and then the melange part would be the skills that anyone can learn. You don't need a trainer for them. You know what I mean? No, tried to send a message and it failed. I will try it again later, but right now I am completely burned. I spent the past 14 hours moving my deep desert base back to Aga Basin. I feel like I was thrown out of a horse and then dragged for 10 miles on rocks. Yeah, it says early access. Huh, he wants me for play. God, I can't see the game itself. I can't read the chat. I barely can read the chat, let alone play. No, thank you. I am burned. 14 hours. I may look like I am like a machine, but I am not. I am starting. I'm sorry. See? Mental breakdown. I am starving. I am not starting anything. But God, I'm so glad we brought everything back. Everything Melange and Plastinium and Deep Desert related. Good God. Boxfield. Uh, I have to talk in Discord with some people. Maybe even a developer, see what's to be done. So far, the only suggestion that was actually practical but stupid was to buy a second account, bring the second account near the main account, build a base near it, and share the base with the main account, and you can use the second account as the storage, which is, yes, it would fix the problem, but it is stupid on a whole another level. Paying $40 for the same game just to get storage. That would make me stupid. I have 2 million water storage and like 6 wind traps. My deep desert is broke. Look at the power layout. I have a mix of everything. Some of them are not even working. I don't do anything in the Haga Basin. I spent my life in the deep desert. I live there. Why do you think I decorated, Pajung? Because it's my home. I live in the deep desert, not in Haga Basin. The only reason I come to Haga Basin is because that's the only place I can save my stuff from being wiped. If they were removing the wipe element from the deep desert, I would never come back to Haga Basin. What's the point? I am so powerful, it's like one-shotting everyone on sight. But not gonna lie, Deep Desert has a charm of its own. You have to play there for a while to get addicted to it. It is peaceful. It is interesting. You are always on top of everything. I think the interesting part of the deep desert is that it's dynamic. Things happen on random intervals. Ships are falling, spice are blowing, and a lot of noise, like medium spice, not. It makes you feel like you are in Arrakis. Spice is everywhere. Yes, Pajung, I have 6 stacking units on an advanced subweave. Even the testing station are rotating. The loot that you get, the item that you get, they are all rotating. So it feels like dynamic, fresh. And also because I spent 300 hours playing in Haga Basin, so you know, I've done all there is to do. Not that I'm not saying that Deep Desert is a map that you should stay there. I hope they add a new map that we can go and explore. Right now we have nothing to do, so we hoard. I'd like to have a new map to spend another 100 hour to explore it and have fun in there. Which I'm sure we are. We haven't seen any Sardaukar yet. So well, Pajung, keep in mind the base I had took me 14 hours to bring it back to Aga Basin. Do you think you can commit that long? Or you're gonna leave it to be wiped? Be very careful. If you like, I can actually give a copy of my base to you so you can build my base. But yeah, keep in mind it's gonna take a long time to bring back stuff. You might actually get caught off guard and leave stuff to be wiped. That's the problem. I would say wait till they give us the crawler transfer between servers before building a big base. Well, nobody wants. I don't want to, but I kind of am pushed to this position. But hopefully, if they give us that crawler ability to transfer between servers, that's gonna get a lot easier. So until then, don't change anything. And thankfully, the crawler update is coming sooner than the other update, so we are gonna get that faster. But not fast enough if you ask me. But guys, I want to apologize first for disconnected the streams. We kinda lost like connection 3 times. But I will keep them online. And yeah. I was scared that I might lose connection while I'm transporting a lot of melange or something over the sand and get eaten. And no one was online so I can give them access. Well, thankfully that didn't happen. I got super lucky in that regard. Three disconnection, and all the three I was in the base. Well, another crazy deep desert comes to an end with me pushing everything to crazy limits. I hope you enjoyed watching me pull off stupid stunt left and right as usual, I might say. And I want to thank you for your patience with today's disconnections. Thank you guys. It was beyond my ability to fix it, so it is what it is, I guess. And I'd like to thank you everyone on all platforms right now, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Thank you so much for the support. We are in an ongoing battle to kill the YouTube algorithm that is burying tiny channels like mine. So please don't forget to hit that like button so the algorithm would, show us a little bit of favor. And if you like to know when I'm live or when I'm posting new content, just hit that subscribe button. It's easy, it's free, it's simple, if you like to follow. Other than that, I will end this episode of the Dune Awakening now before I pass out. This was very taxing. I mean, I have played like up to 20 hours, but moving day is so demanding. It wears you down. Like, I would not go back to Deep Desert to build a new base right now, even if someone was offering me 1 million melange. And thank you so much for all the new friends who joined us today. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank God that our efforts in combating the algorithm has been paying off. It's attracting and showing my stream and my video and my content and my channel to new audience. For the past 2 years, it was not showing it to anyone. But it's working. So thank you guys for joining us, and I hope to see you again. I hope those new joiners stick around and be a part of our little growing community. With that, I wish you all a very fun farewell, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay frosty. Neo, over and out.
Off-worlder, I have a feeling, a premonition, the touch of Tao. I saw you, I saw the sleeper. For a moment I saw both of you there on the burning ground, and then there was only you. Not a sleeper, just an off-worlder.